Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Steve JMO. It is the 10th of October, still 2019. It's just before 5 o'clock, and yeah, it's been a pretty good Thursday today. Just pretty busy at work. Just trying to get out of here, or out of there, and onto here a lot quicker, but you do what you can do. Breakfast cooks, don't really get a break, but we're just gonna get right into things. I see Brian Staveley's in the chat. What's up, bro? Um, so actually, speaking of the man Brian Staveley, there's a link for his video and Richie from Boston video that we're gonna watch and go over. But I was just watching this here at work about half hour, 45 minutes ago, and I thought this was golden. So let's take a look at this. It goes over, has some awesome Mandela effects in there, some flat Earth stuff. I go back on that, but let's take a watch and thank Brian and Angel 108 Films for this one. This is gold.
If you build it, he will come. If you build it, he will come.
You're going to see that this is having an effect, this awakening. It's having an effect worldwide. It's not going to be stopped. I've never seen so many people starting to question their reality.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine?
It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine?
Do I know exactly what we live on? No, I don't. What do I know? Well, I know that they're lying to us. I know that there's no curve to this place. I know this place isn't spinning. I know at least space as presented to us is complete fiction, and everything I see is close, really close. Everything you're told goes completely against what you experience. Everything is ass backwards. Think about it. Everything. But you just believe it because you're just submitting to them. You're just consenting to everything that they do, so they just keep doing it. I tell people we don't need to be muzzled. We need to be able to just be loud and outspoken and speak what we know.
What wouldst thou know, my queen?
Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?
Is simply people misremembering stuff.
But maybe this is actually evidence of a parallel universe.
Wait, what?
Inside my head, billions of nerve-like living cells are carrying a chatter of electrical impulses through a vast forest of connections. Many communicate with the outside world, but most of them talk to one another.
These differences in collective memories are actually evidence of our universe somehow becoming intertwined with another, if not identical, then very similar universe. So people's memories are correct, they're just remembering something that happened in another dimension. Hence the discrepancies. That's science.
Messages passing from one brain cell to another have to jump a narrow gap between them. The electrical impulses release special chemicals, transmitter substances. Traveling across the gap, they stimulate the brain cell on the far side. That means the brain is a chemical machine too. How can we connect that microscopic bustle with our conscious minds? One obvious fact is that sometimes we're awake and sometimes we're asleep. For sleeping and waking, and for dreaming too, switches have now been located here in the stem of the brain. They're among the first parts of the brain to start working.
No matter where you think you live and what conclusions you come to, you're going to realize that science is completely lying to you. NASA is completely lying to you. And with any lick of research, you'll come to the conclusion that all the nations are in cahoots and lying to you. When it comes to where we live and the space programs and all of it, and they're all tied together. So then it's up to you to take it from there. Because if that's true, what I just said, then obviously whatever the agenda and agendas, because there's many agendas, whatever the agendas behind these lies are, it's obviously huge. Look at the effort.
We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
Look at the ISS sometime. I mean, if you enjoy media fakery, looking at glitches in the media and fuck-ups and bloopers, let's just say you're that type of person that likes to look at bloopers online, go watch some ISS clips for a while. You'll see plenty of that. Green screens, wire harnesses, people in gorilla suits, people doing experiments. They're actually mocking you. And you accept it, and you ridicule the people like me that try and open your eyes up to deception. I'm not trying to tell you what to believe, what theories to have, where we are, where we're going. I'll certainly give you my ideas, and I'll give you my strong opinion why, and which I disagree with and whatnot. But I welcome any ideas, and I don't really know. But it's time for you to think about it. How much longer are you just going to accept you came from a monkey, you're spinning on a ball, people stuck upside down, all different directions, darting through space? Everything in your reality tells you otherwise. Everything. You've never felt motion. You can't test it. Look at all the fake pictures they show you. Okay? Okay? They're going to try and keep masking all of this, hiding all of this, hiding the shape of where we live, hiding the fact that it's special, hiding that, making us think that we're misremembering things. All of this shit. They're trying to keep us down in this physical trap. And by you not exploring, because you're scared of trigger words, like flat earth, or Mandela effect.
Our universe somehow becoming intertwined with another, if not identical, and very similar universe. So people's memories are correct, they're just remembering something that happened in another dimension. Hence the discrepancies, that's science.
Theoretical science, at best. Mulder.
Listen, this isn't where it's at. I mean, I'm gonna try and enjoy this experience here, but there's a lot more. We have more that we're gonna see, like with the Mandela effects that we're seeing, the veils thinning. It's going to increase more and more. Okay, that's showing us a spiritual side strongly. Okay.
All right, well, that was Brian's video, and I'm not too sure about you guys, but I'm ready to fight Mike Tyson now after watching something like that. It's just crazy. It's just moving. Just brought me to my computer to make a fucking video about it. Like, that shit was out of this world. Like, everything's in there. Like, you got I just had a bunch of stuff written down. Where we go up, off grip. They will come. Or if you build it, he will come. Field of Dreams. It's they will come, because it sort of makes sense in the movie, but not for the plot. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are other. I don't want to get just into all that movie, but Mr. Rogers, It's a Beautiful Day in This Neighborhood. If that doesn't freak you out a little, I don't know what will, because it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, not this neighborhood, the neighborhood. It's ridiculous. And now they got the new one with Tom Hanks, and Tom Hanks is all over Mandela, man. Forrest Gump, Apollo 11. I gotta rewatch that movie to see if what he said in the movie, because now apparently excuse me, the most important line to space, quote unquote, now it's Houston, we've had a problem. Not Houston, we have a problem. We got whatever it was before. We've had a problem. That's not what it was. That's never what it was. I remember just watching the movie growing up. That's not what he said. It's Houston, we have a problem. Not we've had a problem. Like, who's got time to be all punctual about it? It's ridiculous. Mirror, mirror on the wall. It's magic mirror on the wall all of a sudden. Like that. If that doesn't freak you out just a little bit, like, because that's everyone's childhood in my age. I'm 24, gonna be 25 in a couple months, but like, we all grew up with that, because that probably came out like 93, like right before I was born. So like, it was mirror, mirror on the wall. Even The Simpsons, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the baldest one of all? Like, why would he say that? If it's not magic mirror. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. It's ludicrous. Some of these Mandela effects don't even make sense. Like all the brand changes, like Febreze. It's not Febreze anymore. Go read your goddamn label. It's Febreze. Makes no sense. But let's not get too caught up on little words. But like I said, the link for that is in the bio. I don't know if you can see that now, but when the video posts, it'll definitely be there. And I'll throw it in the I'll throw it in the comment section too, so you can get it that way as well for both of the videos. We're gonna watch Richie from Boston. He mirrored it from someone else, so it's gonna be it's a flat Earth based video. We'll get into that in a second, but like all the flat Earth stuff that was just in this video, like NASA is the most guilty space agency of them all, I think. Well, they're all guilty in their own ways, but NASA, they're always leading the way. They all stand behind NASA. Like back in the day, they had the fake space war or the space race to divide everyone. Like, we got to get there first. And what do? They call fucking Jesus Christ, I'm having the biggest brain fart today. It must be all the awesome chemtrails are spraying over us. But Stanley Kubrick, they had to bring him in, and what did he film? Space Odyssey 2001, or I'm not quite sure what it was, but he filmed the movie a couple years prior, and they literally just used the same exact everything. And now you have Spielberg teaming up with NASA, I think. Was it Spielberg? Or no, not Spielberg. James Cameron. So, the next time they go to space, it'll be a James Cameron production, which is great. All right. And another thing in that video, when it kept alluding to it's a parallel universe. I know Brian doesn't subscribe to that, and I know a lot of people on his channel don't, but that's something they're going to try to push on us because, well, I got a little theory. We're going to get to there in a minute. It's with the solar simulator and the sun and how, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We'll get right into that now. So let me, I wasn't even ready for this. Let me just get a picture ready for this real quick. That's how you do it. Downloads. Sunset. Where is... It's nothing. Solar Simulator 1. See what that looks like. Yeah, alright, so cool. So, for those that don't know, I've done, plenty of videos on it. The sun ain't a circle anymore. It ain't orange, yellow, whatever it was back in the day. Now the sun's a hexagon and it's fucking white. And how do I know that? Well, first of all, you go outside, you look up, there it is, take a picture, there it is, doesn't fail, never has. Well, for the last couple of whatevers. This one was taken in 2016, and there's patents for this shit that I've shown go all the way back to like 1910, and that's when the patents were published. So they were working on it well before then. So I got a theory that they're gonna combine this with this parallel universe Mandela effect type deal, because sooner or later everyone's gonna they even show this shit on TV. It'll be like golf or some shit, and they'll be showing the leaderboard, and up in the upper right hand corner is the sun, and all you see 6 beams coming out of the sun in a hexagonal shape. Like here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what do you got over here? This is something they've made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, motherfuckers. So tell me that's not that. You can get off my channel if you think otherwise, because it clearly, that's what that is. So like I'm saying, sooner or later, I hope people are gonna be aware to the fact that the sun's not a goddamn circle anymore, and it's white, and it just burns and kills things now. It's not good for you. So when people wake up to that, the mainstream science is gonna have to come out with something. And like they just showed in that whatever he had, it must have been a film or something that they're promoting Mandela effect in or something. Mainstream media is gonna come out, and they're gonna, they could. I'm not saying they're gonna. They could possibly, kill 2 birds with 1 stone right here. They're gonna say, well, first of all, our sun got switched when we switched universes, thanks to CERN. Because everyone's gotta. You got to put it on CERN's back, because they have the video Mandela James or Bond 1. It's filmed that's at CERN. It's a picture at CERN. So they're trying to take credit for this Mandela effect, which they could be doing, but not to the full effect of what the Mandela effect is. They could be like ripping, or I think they're just punching holes in the veil and talking to other type of beings, seeing as CERN is underneath the temple of Apollyon, and Apollyon is Apollo, and Apollo is Satan if you read the Bible. But we'll get to, that's a whole different day of conversations. So with that being said, like CERN, they're saying they're unlocking the keys to the universe, and what better way to say they've done that than discovering a parallel universe and somehow taking credit for switching out the sun. Some sort of universal shift, and they're going to say it's a Mandela effect, and we've been causing it at CERN this whole time. So there goes your disbelief in creation with the parallel universe simulation, whatever you want to call it. That just discerns God's creation. And then you got the Mandela effect right there. They're going to try to make you think it's one whole man-made thing, and we all know it's not that, because it can't be that. If it was, I think there'd be more violent things changing, because that's just how they work. But they can't do it to the effect that God's doing it. But if you read the Bible, Satan has to do everything that God does. He has to give it his own little whatever the fuck you call it, his input. some bullshit. But yeah, so once again, thank you, Brian Staveley, for that video. And the Angel 101, 100. I'll check that out after. But the great job there with the edit. So we're gonna get on to the Richie from Boston video, and that's not it. There it is. And this is nothing more than a high altitude, high altitude balloon infrared camera. It is what it is. So we're not going to watch the whole thing because it's goddamn 2 hours long. But it shows it from right here. That's not too far high in the air. If you read it here, this is from just about a year ago. Altitude, they're 1,000 feet altitude right there. So let's see how high they get in 30 minutes. So he's at 33.56. Let's see what that looks like. I'm actually gonna hit mute.
High Noon Hard Seltzer. Real vodka, real juice. 100 calories. Things just got real.
Okay, we did nothing. So we're gonna mute this, and this is
High Noon Hard Seltzer. Real vodka, real juice. 100 calories. Things just got real.
Like, I don't drink. Like, I know that's not like whatever. Like, it's not what the point is, but it's ridiculous. So it just fast forwarded all the way up to when they're 91,000 feet in. I wanted to check in when they were at 30, I thought, but whatever. So 63,000 feet. Let's see what we got. See what we can see. Well, look at that. Obviously, the camera's rocking because it's going up. It's going up at a fucking rate right now. That's incredible. And look at that. The sun is right there, yo. It is right there. That's crazy. That's the sun I know, man. That's a circle. That's crazy. That is incredible. Let's fast forward a little. Holy ass, 108,000 feet. This is wicked. And like, where's the curve? Where's the stars? Where's all the other planets? Where is everything? Where's all your satellites? Where's the ISS? Where is it? Come on, man. Nowhere to be found. Because satellites don't exist. Because the Earth isn't a sphere. The Earth isn't a ball rotating. For the most part, for what I can tell, it's a flat plane. I wouldn't go as far as saying it's a flat disc, because in the Bible it specifically says the four corners of the earth, and we know that, can't have four corners on a disc, but that's just me. Wow, it's still going up. How fucking high does this thing go? Excuse my language. Wow, 111,000. What about here? Oh, okay, it's coming down. But wow, man. Could you imagine that, dude? 111,000 feet in the air. That is wicked stuff. And it's sick they got the infrared up there too. So it's maxing out at 111,609. That's pretty sweet, man. Took you, 2 hours to get up there? That's wild, dude. I wish I had that I own this video. Because that's wicked. Like, not like in the witch way. Like, I'm from Massachusetts, so we say wicked and rad and, shit like that. And because I'm 24, so. But we'll get out of there. I just wanted to check that out because that was sick. I was watching that a little bit earlier. And actually, if you go onto his backup page, I highly recommend checking out the Book of Enoch. Listen to it. It's easier to listen that way. I personally haven't listened to the entire thing, but out of the 3 hours and 27 minutes that it takes to say this book, I've probably listened to a good 3 hours of it. So, I've gotten the gist. People need to read the book of, or listen, whatever, the Book of Enoch. We got to come familiar with it, because it was not for the generation that the book came out for. It's for a future generation. I believe it's our generation. And the crazy thing about the word generation is a generation is 70 years. So, you have all this crazy stuff happening now in the Bible, or that was in the Bible. It's happening in real life now. And, God said that, or Jesus said that in the final generation will see all these changes, will be susceptible to all these things. And there's even allusions to the Mandela effect in the Bible. So you can take that for what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm going for about a half hour. It's not too bad. We'll come over here, turn the camera on, say what's up to everyone. But yeah, it is what it is, people. This freaking world is changing, and no matter what part of the truth community you're in or you think you're in, you can't ignore, everything. I still got like stuff to go here, but you go 111,000 feet in the air, and there's no curvature, there's no satellites, there's no stars, there's nothing. There's nothing up there. It looks flat as far as the eye can see. Maybe I am on the limbs to say the earth is 100% flat. Maybe I am there, but, putting all your eggs in one basket can be dangerous, but I think that might be the leap of faith that we might all need to take, because sooner or later they're going to give us choices that we're not going to be too happy with. Because sooner or later, just like in the Bible says, the mark of the beast will be taken in the right hand or the forehead. So I'm not quite sure what the whole forehead thing alludes to. Maybe like getting your brain chipped. I'm not quite sure, but and if you don't know what I mean by chipped, if you look up in Sweden or Switzerland, the people are you gotta get chipped. And what is a chip? It has all your personal information on it, your banking information, this, that, and the other thing. And all you gotta do to make a transaction in those countries is just go, boop, there you go. Which is crazy, because in America right now, I'm not too sure how there's no one really, I haven't seen anyone walking around just going boop to the debit card machine at the gas stations and stuff, but they do have these new, I don't even know what you call them, the credit card things that you slide, or you put your new chip in, because now that's called a chip, which is pretty crazy. So all of us already have a chip, but not yet. It's not in the right hand, but most people are right-handed, and what do they use to pay? The chip. So, sooner or later, they're gonna leave us with a choice. Either you get the new chip in your right hand, or you can't buy, sell, or trade. And that's prophesied in the Bible. And I think that's coming a lot quicker than a lot of people will expect. But that's just my opinion on that. That fat rip was for you, Charlie Baker. Fuck you. If you know what I'm talking about, go look at the goddamn laws he just busted down on us 2 or 3 weeks ago. Put a whole entire industry out of business overnight, because they're scared that the vaping industry is going to take out the tobacco industry. So they had to shut us down. It's a shame they had to pick Massachusetts out of all the states. We have Republicans in office, which means shit to me because, I don't lean left or right. I know it's all a lie because there's puppeteers that are working for the state of Israel that are controlling everyone. Whether it's, telling them what to say or if it's putting an extra couple bucks in their pocket, it doesn't really matter because they're all controlled by the same people. You got these people who are making laws for the country that are, or they're, I don't even know. They're debating with each other on TV one minute, and then there's pictures of them all eating dinner at the same table afterwards. So fuck you. If you believe that, fuck you too. If you not believe that, if you believe the left and right system, if you're a loyal Republican or a diehard Democrat, like you can, what you can do. You can get the hell out of here. But I don't even know where I started with that, but. Yeah, Charlie, I just had to hit that and say that. So, what was his name? Let me see here. Turn that off for a minute. And go to YouTube. That's weird. Pops up right there. Oh. Excuse me. Awaken Saint. Yeah. So, if you guys, I put this link in the bio as well. I don't know if you can see it yet or not, but this.
And then it docks. I'm like, come on.
This interview here, I got a couple minutes to go to finish it, but Brian and Awaken Saint had the craziest conversation the other day. Like that. I was listening. I pretty much watched this whole thing last night doing prep at work, cutting peppers and this, that, and the other thing. And, it was freaking crazy because at one point, this guy on the right here, Awaken Saint, he alludes to how they're reconstructing Babylon, the structure. And if that doesn't set an alarm for anyone, I'm not quite sure what will, because that got us in a lot of trouble back in the day. They tried to make a stand against God. They wanted to make something so high it would penetrate the fucking firmament and bring war upon God and claim heaven for their own. So I know back in the day I wouldn't consent for that then, and nowadays with all this stuff going on, 5G technology, fallen angel this, dotted chemtrails in the sky, you got all this crazy stuff that is just, it's all fallen angel Satan work, and now you want to reconstruct Babylon? You want to reconstruct Babylon? Like, are you serious? Like Nimrod was the guy that was behind that, and the craziest thing about Nimrod is Gilgamesh. If you do your homework, and in Iraq in 2002 or 2001 when we raided Iraq because they did 9/11, which we know is bullshit. So we raided them for what reason? First of all, to get them to comply to the central banking system. And second of all, there's a classified mission that there's been, that I've seen videos on. There's papers on it. The guy comes out and tells us what they did on the mission, because I guess he was part of the mission, is they raided Iraq for that, and then to get DNA from the head of Gilgamesh, Nimrod, whatever you want to call him. They went to his tomb, and that's what they did. They extracted DNA from the head or something, some crazy shit, and brought it back to a lab in the United States. And that story has gone mute since then. So why are we reconstructing Babylon, and why are we taking DNA from a possible Nephilim, which is an offspring of a fallen angel, which has the bloodline of Lucifer in it? Why are we doing this? I'll tell you why. Is because everyone who's got a spot in this world is working for the guy, or whatever you want to call him, the fallen angel. It's disgusting. It's disturbing, and we got to make a stand against that because before we know it, there's gonna be it could possibly be 19-foot, six fingered fucking giants, dude, from the Bible. I keep looking out my window like they're coming down the street now, but it's crazy. Like what we've done and
it doesn't even look.
And what we're doing. It's just, why would we do anything like that? Because it's just so wrong, dude. Like I'm not like a prophet, I'm not the most Christian guy, but it's not hard to tell that obviously at the end of the day, you want to be on the side of God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit, because on the other side, it's just treachery. It's just sadness and failure, and anger. You don't want that. You don't want that on your soul for the rest of your life. You don't want to be trapped here on earth for the rest of your life, and that's exactly what these people want from you. They want your soul here one way or another, whether they get it from disrupting your consciousness with the heavy metal spraying, because there's chemicals in our brain, and why would they be spraying chemtrails? To disrupt the chemical balance inside of us. They want to disrupt everything on a frequency level to the point where we can't even get our own thoughts out, and we can't leave here because our souls and our minds will be trapped here. Do you understand? Like, that's how I think it's going to work. And another way they can get your soul is through the wannabe God type experience, the 5G, the transhuman stuff. That stuff is all coming, and it's coming fast. It's coming faster than you could think. Go watch the movie Terminator and tell me that's not coming. Go look at Boston Dynamics, see what they're doing. They have search and destroy dogs that are robotic. So get the fuck out of here if you don't think that's coming anytime soon. It's ridiculous. Oh, man. Got me all worked up. Oh, Jesus. But, I'm going to take a 1-minute break, go get a ginger ale, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm not going to put any music on just because I don't want to get booted off like we did the other night. So I'm just going to clear that out, and maybe we'll get another video on to watch after this. This is Steve JMO, and we'll be right back in a couple minutes. Alright, we are back. And I'm going to have to shut this down pretty soon, actually, because I just had a bunch of my family members walking the door. But we're going to go for a couple more minutes. Yeah, let's, what we got here? Oh, nothing's new. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, cool stuff. So let's see if we can... Oh, that's all we got? Alright. I guess there's still... Yeah, that's great. Shut the fuck up. So... guess we'll have to go to downloads. Those are from the chemtrails the other day. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. It's been fucking working all goddamn day. So, let me see if I can grab some of these, and let's see if these are simulator pictures. Let's see. Oh, what do you see there, ladies and gentlemen? Like, granted, I don't got a P900. I just got an iPhone 8, but that shit's white, bro. That shit's so white. It's just the same goddamn picture. This might have been the day my phone wasn't working and all the pictures got sent here. But, like, look at that, dude. Does that even look right? You can even, like tilt your screen back so you get a little resolution. Like, whatever. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, bro. I'm telling you, there's points on that. That's not your sun in the sky. And that's another reason why this chemtrail agenda is so fucking hard right now and they're spraying so heavy is because they don't want you to see the sun. Not yet, I guess. I don't know. Like, boom, line going through it. Boom, line going through it. And if you look here, you have a point out this way, you have a point out that way. So that's a goddamn hexagon. Prove me wrong? Prove me wrong, dude. Take your own pictures and tell me. Hexagon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fuck that, dude. That shit's so crazy to me that our sun has just been switched in the sky. Like, what does that even mean, dude? Like, you're gonna look at that, dude, and tell me that's not a hexagon? Anyone. Like, this is one of the most important fucking conspiracies, if you want to call it. This is the most important shit of your life. Your sun, the thing that gives everything life, is artificial now. So what the fuck does that mean for us? That artificial intelligent life is on the cusp, and we need to get ready, because they're going to outnumber us, they're going to outsmart us, they're going to outpower us in every way you've ever seen in a movie times 7. Like, I swear to God, that's what's going to happen. It's just, I have that feeling. Like, they have a new Terminator movie coming out, and all these movies that are coming out, they're the last movies that they're going to make. Why would they do that? Star Wars, the final one's coming out on Christmas. Terminator, that's the last one coming out. Marvel Studios, they just ended the Endgame, or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't even know what they're called. Avengers. Like, it's done. Look at that, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, dude. Just beams of light coming off of it. If you're gonna tell me that's not, like, that's your sun and you're content with that, then, like, you're gone, bro. Like, you're gonna be, like, you think I'm the problem, you know? That's what you think. The 2% of us that can see this shit in the sky, you think we're the problem. Like, no, I'm just not conforming with these motherfuckers, and I'm gonna expose it every way I can. Like, dude, like, come on, like, same picture, just zoomed in. It's the same. This is a couple months ago. This is when the sun didn't set at fucking 5:30 at night. Like, bullshit. Do I got like any other ones here? I just clicking the same shit. Oh, this is from the same day though. Yeah, this is definitely the day my shit creaked because yeah, it's Denny's and Taco Bell's across the street. But I know one of these is a pretty good picture. I don't think it's this one. No, of course it's not. But look at this stuff, you know? They gotta block it out. They gotta, dude. Look at this. Look at that shit, bro. If you don't think chemtrails are real and you think your sun's a goddamn circle, then you need some serious mental help, bro. You need help understanding reality. You need help, like, oh, it just gets me going, dude. All these people who think life is silly nilly, and now I gotta go deal with my fucking family who have no idea what the fuck is going on. So that's why I'm getting kind of pissed off about this shit now, because they think life is great. As long as the fucking Red Sox are on TV or the Bruins are on or the Patriots are still winning, it's all good. And in reality, you know what? It's not all good. It's all fucking bad, dude. Look at Chemtrail City, bro. This looks like it was bright and early in the morning, maybe? Or, well, nah, I'm not too sure. We're going west on Boston Road, so it's probably more towards the night. It's crazy. And dude, right, yo. So they're claiming this. They're claiming this. They're claiming that, my man, is SpaceX. When I don't have the pictures right now, but I will get them. We'll do a video on this. When there's pictures of this in or not even pictures, like hieroglyphs on walls, on caves, ancients showing this shit in the sky, and you're gonna say that SpaceX and the same exact thing was caught in the year like 1906 over Russia, and that's SpaceX? You know, everyone's not retarded. They think we are. Oh, but we're not. Get me going. Now I gotta go downstairs. These motherfuckers in 5 minutes are gonna be like, who pissed you off? Look at that shit, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Possibly even 8, bro. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not a circle. What color is that? If you tell me that's anything but white, you gotta get your eyes adjusted, bro, because it's crazy. And look, another proof. Flat. You couldn't have reflections on water. The water wasn't flat. Shit's crazy. Hexagon. Yeah, caption just right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there. If you need any help, just tilt your goddamn screen back just a little bit, and the resolution will take care of that. It's all there, dude. Look at this beautiful sky. That's what we breathe in. It's literally just like, you know, when they say they're going to be seeding the atmosphere, like they said on CNBC last week, with $10 billion funded by Bill Gates. Yeah, we did that the other night. We did that for an hour and a half. That was a great goddamn video. But like, this is what they're saying. What is a seed? Seed. What is a seed? You know what seeds are. You plant seeds to give life. So they're seeding this. They're seeding us. They're seeding the world to bear something it hasn't seen. If not, if not ever, then definitely not in the last 5 to 10,000 years. It's disgusting the world we live in now, but I'm gonna go downstairs and not conform with these motherfuckers, but it is what it is. But I'm getting on out of here. You guys have a great night. If anyone sees this, thanks for listening. Please like, share, subscribe. Please keep your faith in God. He's the only answer and key out of here, people. But say thank you. Have a good night. That's it. Take care now.